The best way to prepare during the paintball off-season is to play Halo Infinite. Paintball off-seasons. The time where the crazies keep playing and the rest of us contemplate why we blow all of our money on this stupid game. For many of us, this period of time is one filled with anxiety and guilt and all other sorts of emotions because we're trying to balance spending time with family and taking a much-needed break while also fighting off this nagging feeling that we should be on the field or in the gym grinding. This feeling can be very tough on our mental health and motivation to play next season. And although this is a real dilemma for many of us, I have good news. In my opinion, one of the best ways to prepare for paintball during the off-season is to play video games. More specifically, Halo. As some of you know, I've played competitive paintball on and off for the past 16 years. During those same 16 years, I've also competed in Halo esports, traveling to more than a dozen LAN events. I've played at the highest levels of competition in both paintball and Halo, and I've found there to be many skills that cross over between the two. And with that, here's a list of reasons why I think you should play competitive Halo during the paintball offseason. Number 1, Halo improves your multitasking. Paintball is both a game of physical and mental speed and ability. The quicker you're able to process and react to the information that's available to you while feeding your teammates valuable information, the better paintball player you are. One of the primary hurdles that players struggle to get over is their ability to call out while reading and reacting to what's going on, because adrenaline and inexperience cause players to tunnel vision. The solution to this is to isolate the problem and work on it. And there are very few shooters that are as demanding of your mental processing speed as Halo. This is because Halo, at least at a competitive level, requires that you keep track of and relay all sorts of information. Knowing how many teammates and friendlies are alive, where they're at, where they're spawning, where they're pushing, power up and weapon timers, how many shots are in said power weapons, and how many shots you have on a particular opponent are all examples of things you need to process and communicate, and this is just to name a few. Halo is the perfect dojo to work on and improve your multitasking skills during the paintball offseason.
I get this. One shot, C-step, JPG. I need help. Kill. Mango steps. One shot, Lucian. Absolute bottom mango steps. Absolute bottom mango steps out in the open. Another one bottom mango.
Listen to me. We never killed the guy. See you.
Yeah, here you are.
I'm dying for turbine. Do not need bomb DR. Give me turbine.
He can't hold it right now. Top here. Top here, Oli. He's looking for Peach.
Number 2, Halo teaches you how to predict your opponents. The best paintball players in the world are those who predict their opponents' every move. They not only have all the information they need to make the best decisions, but they also know what their opponents will do next. This type of predictive ability is what allows the best teams to apply immense pressure and maintain dominance over their opponents. Competitive Halo, even at an entry level, requires that you engage with this type of predictive ability. This is because one of the core pieces of information you need to stay alive is an answer to the question, where are my opponents spawning and what will they do based on that spawn? Knowing with reasonable certainty where your opponents will spawn helps you create a mental timer for when they should show up at particular points in the map. If they don't show up at these rough points in time, it means that your opponents are either pushing slowly or inefficiently off spawn or making a very sneaky play. Let me show you some examples. There's one dead. I'm looking where my teammates are shooting. My teammate's dead right here, which means they're probably, yep, they're coming. Ooh, baby. I'm just gonna bait for a second. There's one more guy in their base, I'm pretty sure. Nope, that's where he is. Let's go on our street. So I'm gonna see if I can kill these guys. I don't want to melee this guy since I flanked him. If I can help it. That's a mistake that people make a lot too. It's got a closet and a guy below me. I'm gonna try to flank the guy below me. Guy below me is not gonna be flanked anymore because he and I are pushing the same spot. If I could have picked up that kill before he jumped up, would have been great. What I was remembering was we have a guy in our closet. I need to do something about the guy in our closet. So I'm trying to make a push that will open up my ability to get to closet. There's a guy top left right next to me. There he is. He's going to drop. I'm going to let him. If he jumps back up. Oh, he does jump back up. I'm getting shot our front base. Okay, that should be a stop. I'm going to play cutoff. Okay, I'm going to get into their corner, which is probably not the best play because they're going to expect that. But I'm just going to chill here for a second while my teammate gets the re. So this isn't a good hold, so I'm trying to make the best of it right now. So he's one shot top B. I'm going to let my teammate pick up on that. I'm going to hopefully have my teammate help me in a second. That was good. I'm pushing their base. 3 dead right now. 3 dead, and I'm pushing towards closet because I think that's where the last guy is. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this content so far, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It's totally free and it helps me out a lot. And let me know down in the comments how Halo has helped you become a better paintball player. Number 3, Halo builds awareness. Like with any sport, paintball has several checklist items you need to keep tabs on while playing. For example, how much paint is in my hopper? How many teammates do I have alive? Where are my teammates looking? How many pods do I have left? Where did I last see my opponent heads up? And how many times have I come out of the same spot in my bunker? The difficulty in building the awareness to keep track of all these questions is that you only have one life in paintball, and in some cases, you don't even get to play a point because you got shot off the break. This means that in an entire day's worth of play, which equals anywhere from 15 to 25 points, give or take, you had maybe 30 minutes of actual play to work on this skill, and that's being generous. This is nothing in comparison to what Halo offers. 2 capture the flag games alone equals this amount of time. Using Halo as a way to build and improve this skill is one of the best things you can do during the paintball offseason. What are similar things to keep track of in Halo, you ask? Well, am I pushing an obvious angle? Do I need to reload soon? How many shots did I land on that guy? Will my beatdown get the kill? What was the name of the person I made one shot? Again, this is just to name a few. Hopefully by this point, you can see why picking up competitive Halo is one of the best things you can do to improve your skills during the paintball offseason. And what better time than now with Halo Infinite finally out. So if you decide to pick up competitive Halo during the paintball offseason, feel free to join our Discord community full of ballers and gamers just like you. Hopefully I'll see you there. Happy offseason.